limitation in next year's budget. Revenues have not substantially increased. To date, they have averaged about $950,000 per month, and we now project revenues for the next full fiscal year of approximately $12 million. That amount obviously will not operate the trial courts throughout this state. The spending limitation, now known to be fundamentally unsound, must be permanently eliminated. Now let me discuss with you how we got into this situation and what I've done about it. First, as to the court revenue projections, the national accounting firm of Arthur Young and Company was employed to determine the reason for the shortfall in revenues. Their formal written report has been delivered to me, and it confirms that the original revenue projections were wrong. First, because the data upon which the projections were based was incorrect. The assumed caseload growth was invalid. The calculation of revenues from fines and forfeitures was in error. This report suggested better ways to accurately forecast revenues in the future. The report is here and is available to you, the state budget officer, and the legislature. My position on that is that it seems to me that there has been enough talk of a special session that it is being seriously considered. If one is called by the governor, it's my wish that the court's problem be included in that call so that we can address ourselves to it before we have the crisis for shutdown of courts. If the governor has not decided, then I would earnestly ask him to call a session for this purpose.
By when, excuse me, by when would you have to call it? Would you need a session in order to deal with this problem?
Well, if you consider that under the present state of affairs with the budget restriction, and if the courts are only allocated $12 million for the year, our revenues, that would work out to $1 million a month. If we got $1 million, we probably could make 1 or maybe 2 pay periods. So you can see the urgency of it. You're talking about during the month of October. However, the real problem was that we did not know why the revenues were not being produced.